G'day, welcome back to ChaaBro Tackles. Okay, this is all ready now to start working on doing the filling of the body here. And what we're going to use today for that is I use a blue thread. That's a silk ribbon thread. We will be using also a white flash, a pinky coloured flash, some white wig hair, blue wig hair, orange feather, and going to mix a blend of white wool with gold flash. Mix that in with this one here, which is red brown rope with gold ribbon thread mixed together. So I'm going to mix those two together, and that will be the dubbin body on it. Okay. So let's get going. Oops. Right. So first off, I'm going to wrap the blue down. Now I've actually secured this. Remember I said before, putting the tape on the tube stops it from spinning right around, and you can see it's a little bit there, but just support it. Now take this thread down. I'm not going all the way to the bottom. I'm going to leave some of this plastic tubing out so that the hook can come in, and this will act also as part of the body. So we'll take this down roughly about halfway, about there. Now just bring that up a bit, go over it with the thread, just to make sure that we've got something there for the material to bind to. We'll head back down this way. Okay, I've got to make a dubbing loop. Round there, over, and then back, and then we tie that back over that dubbin loop, and then we bring this just back this way so it's out of the way. I've showed you this before. This is my dubbin spinner, homemade, Kiwi style chair. It's a fidget spinner, stick glued through the middle of it, and the bearing there, and a wire that is bent to the shape so that when I put it through here, so it remains open for the dubbin to go inside. Okay, so for now we'll just let that sit there. It will sit there in my lap. Stay. We'll get some of this dubbin material. And I've made this up. And it's quite coarse. You can see it sort of breaking up, which is alright, doesn't matter. And I'm going to get some of this white wool blend. It's got little bits of gold fleck through the wool, and I'm going to add these two together, like so, teasing and joining them together. And there's some long strands on this, so what I'm going to do is cut that in half, bring it back into there. pain. Oop. Okay, that was lucky. So I'll put that to the side for now, the dubbin mix, and then the thread here I've got to coat with some glue stick that I use, and that just gives it a key for the dubbin to stick to. Once it's dried and the dubbin's tied in, the material generally holds on pretty well. So slide some of that up in there. You can see that it sticks because the glue stick is holding it, obviously. It doesn't fall out. And just a little bit more down here. Okay. Now we've got to spin this up. So I pinch it here and then spin it a few times and then let it go. And as it's spinning, I just encourage it, and when I feel that it's at a certain level, I'll use a piece of Velcro that I've glued on the end of this here, which is a picking instrument, a little bit of Velcro, and just give this a tease with the Velcro to open up the fibres that are trapped inside the. You can see how it's pulling stuff out. And let's give it another spin. Brilliant. And that's all done. Then I'll take the dubbin pliers, look at here, and I'll pinch that on there, break that off the little machine, and then proceed to wind this around the shaft of the lure, sorry. And just go around this, and as I do, it just builds up a fat body. And we've got the colours in there, like I say, gold and bronzy colours in there. And we get to the end here, and then we finish off playing that off like that. Spin that around a few times. Then we can cut this off. Put that to the side. And get our Velcro again. This is a flat lollipop stick. Some Velcro on both sides. And give that a tease. Bring all the fibres up and out like that. Alright, so that part's done. Gold bits and pieces all over me. Ah dear, never mind. Right. Line this up a bit. And we'll just put some more turns on there. Okay. Now, I hope you can see what's being done there. I'll just give you a different view. Oops. Alright. Okay. Now we're going to build the body up with the other bits of material that I showed you before. So to start with, we'll put, I think we'll put some of the gold, this goldy coloured flash material, bling as I call it. If I can get into it. Yay! Okay. Now you can see this has got a slight pinkish hue to it, so that will give a representation of maybe a wounded fish. A little bit of that colour through there. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to take, let's see, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 10 strands of it. Some people might think that's a bit of excess, but I'll double that. And cut that in half. And then I'll double that again. And cut that in half. Okay. So this material here, I'll place on around about the middle of the body. So we need to come back with this just a little bit here. And we want to place that on there and spread that around as much as we can across the top of the fly. You have to be pretty careful doing this, so you've got to use both hands, massage it around. And when you think you've got it to where you want, tie it on, just double check. Yep, looks pretty good. And then we tie that down. A few turns, and these other bits here that you see are loose to the front, we trim those out. Now what I'd like to do at this stage is get some nail varnish and coat the thread. And then turn that around a few times, and that'll lock anything in place with the resin. Okay, so now we've got a stream of this flash coming out the back and underneath slightly, which is good. So it's free to go where it likes at this stage. So all good. Happy with that. Might look a bit messy at the moment, but we'll tidy that up in a little bit. Now, if this gets in the way and you find that you can't control that sort of thing, what you can do is clip it down. We'll have a very small ball clip here. You can use a peg. Alright, lovely. A straggler there, that's going to be annoying. Let's trim him off. Okay, so you can see the shape is there another one sticking up there? I can see it in the camera. There is two. Okay. Right. Now there's another couple under there. I'll get those later. Now what we need to do is add the next colours. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a little bit of this blue. The blue. This is a synthetic wig that I got from a store in the city that I live in. I think I paid $5 for the wig, and the wig has got so much material in it, and this is pretty strong. It's being synthetic, it's not going to ruffle all the way. So that there's about in a round circle, probably 2 to 3 mils round. So I don't know how many strips there are. There's a few. So I've got enough here to do both sides, and what I'm going to do is lay this on the side of the on the side of the lure, like that, and this will be one side. Okay. Excuse me. Now, cut it off just at about the end of where it's stuck on the wire. Now we're going to put the other piece on the other side, and we'll tie that in. Make sure that it's on the sides. Okay, just to make sure that that doesn't move, we'll go in behind that one. Tie that over like that. And then we go in behind that one. And like that. Actually looks quite good with little wings sticking out. I'll leave those there for now. I actually quite like the look of that. It could mimic wings. So what I'm going to do just for now is bring those back. Might not stay like that, but this is just what we're doing today. And tie in there. Okay, there we go. Right, so we've got one on one side, one on the other. Trim this one here to match length of the other one, and it's about there. Throw the excess away, we don't need that, got plenty of it. Now what I was going to do next was use some this very white silvery material, and I thought either running it in the center or on the sides. I think I'll run it down the center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double that up so it's just a little bit thicker. And so we've got about, what have we got there? Maybe not. I don't like the look of that bit there. That looks too scraggly. So we've got a piece that runs down. It's about 2 to 3 mil round, and you can see it's got a way it wants to fall. So if I spin that over, you can see how it wants to go where it goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie that so that the curve goes on the top, and I'll lock that in there like that. Just making sure that that's central. Spin that around a few times. And do the same like I did the other one. Pull the short ends up and tuck in behind that. See, that's created a little bit that fluffs up, but I'm not going to leave that on there. I don't like that. Chop those off, and I think I will take these bits off. I need some new scissors too. Okay, now we're going to bind all this up like I did before, moving forward to the weight end of the. Now what I'm going to do also again is I'm going to apply some more varnish on there, just to lock that together, and then when I've done that part I will wind more thread around, and that'll help to work that resin into the threads and into the material, so it'll bond it in much better, less chance of it tearing away. Now this is probably a good chance to tidy up all the loose ends that you see in the way. You can always do this later, but you might not be able to get to them because I'm going to put a feather at the head, just at the back of the head. Okay, so now we've got the white running down the center, and it's not quite gone how I planned, but it'll still work. Let's give it a few more wraps. In fact, we'll wrap that all the way up to there, so we're getting ready for the next lot. And this just creates gives it a thicker body, and the aesthetics of the fly itself. Okay, now we've got all this material here, and that's not in the way at this point in time. It's all good. We've got the other one tucked in there. We've got the gold on the gold mixed on the dubbin, so that gives it a bit more bulk in this part here. Now what I'm going to put on is some silver white flash marabou, I think is the name for it. I'm not going to use too much of this, so I've got to get 3 strands, so I need to get these even Steven, so that they measure up the same, and then we can bring that down just like that and make it even, cut it in the middle, then gather it up again and fold that into the half again. You can see that there's some there that are shorter and longer than the other, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to snip the ones that are too long just off. And hang on to those for another fly. And then we have a probably about 10 little strips here now. Now, what I want to do is I want to spread that across the top here, and try and even it. So we'll just lay the thread over the top, and then I'll just gently spread the flash, the material, around and over. So got that sort of pretty right there, I think. Just take that one out and relay it, and then I'll go around again and again and again and again, and then we can just inspect it to see how it's looking. Now I'll tighten this down, and there'll be some little scraggly bits at the front here we have to cut away, and they just go everywhere. Don't worry about that. I've only got to tell myself off because I'm the one that does the, we'll have to clean up, so I don't have someone nagging at me to do it, which is good. Clean up your mess. Nah. Alright, let's just clip all that out. Okay, so there we go. Wind that in. And again, I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Going to use the resin, or nail varnish, and that'll lock over the top. That's all you need. Because once you wind this around, this just locks it in. It just pulls everything down, and it melts together. It's good. Any excess, just wipe that off. That's pretty good. Give that a few more winds. Like that. And we've got that all done. Now, finish off the fly with a feather, and what I want to use is I want to use an orange one to give it a bit of a contrast. It's going to, the colours will really pop once I put the feather on. So just using just a normal feather here with lots of hackles on it, and see the hackles bending in one direction. So I want to use the longest side. So I'm going to strip the feathers off one side, like so. And at the tip here, just make sure that there's, snip it off. And we've got the feather that shape. So take the thread back into here. I'm going to wrap it that way. So I need to lock the end of the feather in there. Pull those other hackles out the way. Go around a few times. Pull the thread back. And we get our hackle, what do we call them? The little pliers we had before. Now I've noticed I've gone and started with the thinnest part at this part of the feathers down here, the fattest at the end, and you'll see how that, when you start winding the the feathers around, it starts to thicken up. So we'll pull those feathers back that way. We come around until we get to here, and then we bring our thread over, and under, and over. Nip off further like that, and then what you do is you carefully pull the feathers back and wind into the body here. This will finish off the fly by giving it a bit of thickness, and then we put some varnish in there, just like we have previously. Give it a few more winds. And tie it off. Oops. Add a little bit. Cut that out. Trim any excess. What have we got there? Let's put a little bit of varnish to lock that down. Right. Now comes the fun part. You thought that all the rest of it was the fun part, wasn't it? Okay, now we've got everything all done. We need to, let's come off anyhow. You can see it all working quite nicely there. Now we take off this tape. That's been our little anchor. Take that away very carefully. And we slide the fly off. Bit of resistance, I must have done that too tight. That's good. There we go. And there we have it. It's all done. I'm holding onto the plastic piece there. You see? And then there. Now you can just see the plastic bit there. You can, if you want to shorten that, you can. So it brings the hook further into the body of the fly. I think what I'll do in this case is I'll cut it just a little bit there. So I'll come back in a minute and I'll show you what it looks like completed with the line and the hook all set up. We'll see you real soon. And back again, and there you have it. Try to hook into there. Okay, and then it slides down and you're ready to go. So you just have your line. I can use braid here. Is however long you want the leader to be. Just put a swivel on that end, and a swivel goes on that end, then you tie it up to your main line, and that's it. Now, the beauty of this is if you see fishing with this, which is what it's intended for, that hook will eventually get rusty and it'll be unattractive to the fish. So you simply cut it off, replace the hook, try a different hook, try a jagger hook, a triple hook. I've got several different sizes, small ones. Got these ones here. So yeah, that's quite a large hook, but I guarantee you'll catch something with that. That's pretty intrusive, but that's what you want. You want to catch fish, you don't want to play with them. So, and it's good to have a play, but you want to eventually catch it and cook it up and have a good feed. So there you go. I'll give it a name later. I'll post that along in the video with a picture. And yeah, now that sinker, you want to know the weight of that. That is a half ounce sinker. There's a bit of weight there, so it's a good cast and retrieve fly. Yeah, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed following me through the creation of this one, and look forward to seeing you next time around. Thanks again. Bye. ChaaBro.